What if you gave yourself everything that you could possibly want from another person, whether it's a friendship, work, love, partnership? So I want you to try this exercise. Think of some things you want out of your relationships. Maybe more love, more respect, to be heard, to be seen, honesty, loyalty, trust. Excuse me, these are big words, right? Well, we know we can't control the outside world, correct? We can't control others and their journey and how they respond. All we can control are ourselves. So I'd like you to take a few moments, close your eyes, go within. And what if you told yourself the very things you want to hear from someone else? So give this a try right now. You could even write them down. I love you. Okay, how does that feel? Let it go into the body. I hear you. I see you. I'm listening. Practice this. Sit with it. In silence and stillness, go within. What do you need? I respect you. I trust you. So you are giving yourself the very things you want from the world. That is where it starts. It's like a, what's the word? It's like a silly game it's such a setup. I heard this one self-realization monk say it that way with even desires. It's such a setup because we get one thing and then we want something else. It wears off because the real happiness, the real test from the divine is that it is within us. So we go looking for this pot of gold, but it's right here in our heart. Same with relationships. We go looking for these relationships for love. I mean, isn't that probably the biggest thing in the world? I think as humans, we are all after is the love from another, from others. Where else does it come from? And the setup is it's actually right in your own heart. And in order to actually get it from others, you have to give it to yourself first. So I want you to take a few moments, if you feel like it. You can pause this video, close your eyes, go within, or this podcast if you're listening, and pretend like you're either sitting with your younger self or you're sitting with somebody else that you love and respect. And what would you want to hear them say to you? What would you then say those things to yourself? Or what would you say to your younger self? I trust you. And what does that mean when you say, if you want to trust others and you want others to trust you, you have to start trusting your own instincts. So you go into your heart, you go into your gut, and you say, I trust you. What are you telling me in each situation? Is this good for me? Is this not? Do I need more discernment or bigger boundaries? These are the little tests of life. And I know the word test doesn't always sound nice, but tests are for our growth so that we can connect more to that unity of love and divinity, God, the universe, this divine spiritual love that we come from and that we're returning to. So back to the basic exercise. Say to yourself all the things you want someone else to say to you, and treat yourself all the same ways you want someone to treat you. So if you're allowing yourself to be mistreated, that is where you want to look at that. Go within and ask yourself, is this how we want to be treated? You might have younger parts of yourself. The inner child work is powerful. Look at all parts of yourself, maybe a young adult, maybe much younger. You'll see it'll pop up. But just start by talking to yourself and say, is this how we want to be treated? I'm so sorry. Let me do better. Let me get you out of this situation. What do you need? I will listen. That's what our emotions, anxiety, depression, panic, they are all telling us something needs to change. So as you listen to yourself and you start developing this relationship of trust and respect within, tell yourself all the things you want to hear. I'm going to keep saying that. Tell yourself, I hear you. I'm listening. And then actually listen. I love you. I receive you. I'm holding you. So now you've already meditated. This is a meditation because you're saying, if somebody said these things to you, wouldn't you just take it in? Or if you said these things to someone else, wow, just sit with it. Say thank you. Let yourself feel it. I respect you. What do you need from me? I'm trying to think if I'm missing any other ones. Feel free to leave them in the comments, or my screen just went off. Here, I'm back. Or add more to your notes of what else do I want? You're enough. You're beautiful. You're smart. Yeah, sit with that. Try that out for a few moments and see how it starts to unravel any pain or stuck energy as you heal those wounds of not getting those things. By giving them to yourself, the old wounds will start to heal because you're giving yourself new programming and patterns to create a loving environment built on respect and trust and loyalty, and then take action on that. And you will get signals that when you're going in the wrong direction. So go back to the basics and listen again. What do I need? I support myself. Then now get excited. More support, more respect, more trust, more love will start to come in as you give yourself the very things you need and heal those old wounds from not having them. It takes time. Be patient with yourself. Start a little bit, a few minutes every morning and a few minutes every evening, and see what that does to your emotional and physical internal state, and then what happens in your outer world.